Yeah, we're live. All right, what's going on? So today, what I'm going to do is announce a few things and about a challenge that we're going to be doing. The last one I did was in July, so I think it's come due. And I'm actually wearing my old Porsche hat, which any of you who watches this channel know that I always wear a hat. And guess what? I'm wearing the old one because usually when I get like excited and say like good stuff, I like to go back to the OG hats. Look at this thing, man. That thing is beat up. I'm sure somebody's gonna make a comment on like get a new hat. Believe me, I have about 50 hats. So real quick, so in this video, I am going to build an offer out. So the offer actually is about the challenge. So the challenge that I'm going to be launching. So as I build this out, you guys can also kind of use this on any kind of, especially if you like really niche down right now and you're going after, you know, a specific niche. You can use this on your offer page, and you can just kind of follow along with kind of the way of thinking and how I'm building this out. It's gonna look. I already have like a skeleton of it. I'm not gonna waste time like making it pretty, but I just want you to see kind of how I'm taking the steps in the sections and all that stuff on how to get this. Now, if you're watching this, you're going to have first crack at getting into this challenge. And the challenge is going to be, the first time I did it, I had about 600 people, I think, register for it. And so this live will provide a link a few hours after or tomorrow morning to go and sign up for this. It's not going to be a free challenge because what we've learned, I think I've done 3 of them already, is the free challenges I could do on YouTube, which I've done in the past, and kind of always get the same people, like the same names always pop up. And so I want to avoid getting those same people who are probably just doing it to just like get a cash prize or whatever, and they're probably gaming the system. So the way I look at this is that like a small amount of money will show that you're actually really serious about this, and then I'm going to put a lot of time and effort, and it's not going to go on my YouTube channel. What it'll do is it's going to go kind of in a gated area. You'll get a Zoom link or a Google Meet link that only those who sign up will get. You'll not have access to it on this channel. Maybe in the future you will, but probably not. And then this is going to be something that I probably going to want to do every 2 to 3 months. Okay. So let me share my screen really quick. You could, if you have questions while I'm doing this, it's cool. I got to figure out this thing again with these damn comments. Oh, here we go. But most people are not going to get notifications because, oh man, how am I going to do this? I don't have enough screens because my notes are over here. Hold on a second. How am I going to do this? Slide this here. And by the way, anybody that's watching this, I'm also going to let you in on something pretty cool. A prospecting tool that is pretty legit. And I would subscribe and follow because one of my next videos is going to be about this prospecting tool. All right, I think we're all set up. Okay, so wait, you don't see my screen. Man, it's cold in here. Screen. Okay, sweet. All right. So I am, and by the way, I'm not going to spend 3 hours. This is going to take me hours to do, but kind of show you like what I'm, like the headline, right? So what's the first thing that we want to do with the headline? We want to say like how you can achieve the things that you want to achieve without doing the things that you hate. Nothing ever changes. You could do it for local businesses. You could do it for literally anything, right? And so the biggest, this isn't centered. So the biggest issue, oh, that's because I'm like that. Okay. So the biggest issue here when it comes to people and why they would want to join this is they want to land a client, make money. So essentially what we want, let me slide this over to do is we want to say something of the sort is, what's the specific outcome? How to charge high ticket prices. I want to center this. You can see a lot of me thinking, by the way. Whoever asked that, it's just going to be for a sales funnel. How to charge 3K. Let's do 2K to 5K per month per business without, what's the thing that people hate? Well, there's two things that a lot of people hate to do. They hate to fulfill and they hate to prospect. Okay? So the question is that will this challenge will this challenge teach people how to charge high ticket prices without doing the things that they hate? Okay? So, what's prospecting? Most people hate prospecting. Prospecting is reaching out to people that are interested in closing clients, right? That are interested in selling their services to. Okay, that's what prospecting is. So, will I have a mechanism in this challenge that will allow people to easily prospect without the pain of prospecting? The answer to that is yes. Without spending hours a day trying to find, let's say, I hate to use the word prospecting, but maybe in this case we could, because so my avatar is people who have started an agency. And so they're not like they're at the awareness stage. They know they want to make more money. They know that agency SMA exists. So they're more aware than a lot of people who, like, I run a lot of ads to people who are unaware that they need to be making money. And so those prospects like that wouldn't understand, like, they don't know what prospecting is. Everybody that's watching this probably knows what the word prospecting means. So I can use it. So you have to be very careful in who you're talking to. So how to charge 2 to 5K per month per business without spending hours a day prospecting or selling your soul to the fulfillment machine. Okay. Am I spell that right? Okay, yeah. So I want to shorten this a little bit, make it easy. Per month. I don't like the way this looks. I'll find a different way to make this sound, but how to charge 2 to 5K per month per business without spending hours a day prospecting or selling your soul. Did I spell soul right? I feel like it's soul. To the fulfillment machine. Okay, so my avatar should know exactly what this is. I have an outcome. And then the things they hate to do is spending hours and hours trying to prospect or hours trying to fulfill once they sell them, okay? So this challenge will show people how to do this without doing this. Capitalize everything. Fulfillment machine, okay? All right, so learn how, and then I want to reiterate what they're going to learn. 2K plus per client. I like this. I actually like 2K plus per client. I like that better, actually. And I don't like charge. I like make. How to make 2K plus per client. I like that much better. Without spending hours. All right, let's just keep this highlighted. This one. So this is bold. Bold text. We're going to make this red. Is this all bold too? That's weird. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think these are italicized. This is what I don't want to do, is spend too much time. Okay. Okay, let's try this now. I don't know. I'll figure this out. All right. So that is going to be the challenge. So it's join our 3-day challenge, 3-day get a client challenge. Get a client challenge, and you're going to get a chance. So we'll put some prizes here. These may change. They may not. Okay, so I want to do the prizes because I want people to try. I don't want them just to learn. I want them to go out and do it, okay? Over the next 3 days, you're going to learn insider principles about landing clients and getting paid high-ticket effortlessly, all right? I don't like the word effortlessly because it makes it, it cheapens it because it still takes work. Next 3 days, you'll learn not landing. Let's go landing and finding clients. Who want to pay $2K plus, because this is very true, per month. I like to reiterate that. All right, cool. And then we'll have a button that says join. Okay, so what's covered during this challenge? So challenge, as you guys could see, is April 7th. What niche and service is most profitable? Okay, so we're going to talk about niche and service. We're going to go through the overview of some of the services. The best niche for that service, find immediate opportunities. We have what we call the Baby Yoda strategy. We talk about tripwires, value ladders, a tease on how to tease your potential clients into services, how to price, profit margin, calculating it, and upsells. Okay. That's what we're going to talk about actually on day one. So April 7th, I haven't chosen the time yet. Will be recorded. April 8th, how to attract the clients and close them. So this one is going to really be good because this is intro to prospecting. And then down here, we'll talk about this. But the real power is going to be this. My secret prospecting tool nobody has heard of yet. So I'm going to highlight that one because I want that to be my teaser. Okay. Then April 9th, we're going to tie it all together. So how do we optimize and then fulfill? Remember I talked about how we can fulfill without selling our soul to the fulfillment machine. How do we fulfill easily? So in this, we're going to be talking about that. Automation, starting the engine kill off your business, how to grow fast. I'll probably update some of these, but essentially I want to give the 3 days. This should have been reversed. How could I do this? Let's take this and slide this there. Then let's take this and slide this there. Then take this and slide that there. Okay, that looks better. And then I got to move this one to the side. Okay. All right, it looks a little bit better. This is very long here, but whatever. Okay. So I had these buttons that say click to watch because that was from the old challenge. We're going to delete those. We're going to delete this. I don't know what this little red line is. Okay, join the challenge. Okay, so who is going to be this? Who is this going to be for? So this is going to be for agencies who are just starting out. And then I'll explain a little bit more there. And then this is going to be for existing agencies struggling to land high ticket clients. I mean, I could put so many more here. So here, let's do it like this. Beginner agencies, existing agencies, and then down here, what I will do is list all of those kind of agencies. So beginner agencies, I know what they struggle with. Beginner agencies, those who can't find clients, those who can't follow a proven system, those who follow, who fell into the SaaS dream, those who don't have a process. Let's just keep it like that. Existing agencies is those who are sick of the feast or famine, those who want a predictable agency, those who want systems, processes, and a road and a map. And then finally, those who are sick of the feast and famine, those who want a predictable agency, predictability, those who want predictability. Those who want systems, processes, and a map. And then there's a really important one that for an existing agency, those who want high quality, high paying clients. All right. Certainly not pleased with DM and cold prospecting. Yeah, tell me about it. All right, so let's do this. I mean, the only thing that, Ben, that I'll say to you, to be honest with you, is like, you know, and we'll talk about this in this challenge that I'm going to be doing, but like, since you're on here live, there's not an infinite way to talk to businesses about providing your services, right? It's either cold or warm. There's no in between. So there's no like magic pill that says like they're just all going to come to me. However, we do have things that a lot of people succeed in, like Upwork and Freelancer, where they put out bids because businesses are actually raising their hand and saying, I need help with this, and this. And so it's very easy to, like, you know, as long as you put out bids every single day, 3, 4, 5 of them, to, you know, make money without having to cold prospect. But if somebody says to me, I don't like to prospect at all, I'm going to tell them that then you shouldn't do this business. Maybe sell trinkets on Amazon. I don't know. You can't. Eventually, you have to come to the grips of like, okay, if I don't talk to businesses, how are they going to know what I offer? Now, you could run ads, but most people say, I don't want to do that. Right. My route was warm market and then leads in advance. I've talked about this on this channel 100 times. And so that was like leads in advance still required kind of a cold call, and it was uncomfortable and I hated it. But after landing 3, 4, 5 clients like that, well, I was just getting referrals from people and became friends with them. And so I never really had to go through making thousands. Well, I take that back. We ran ads and I took all of those calls, but hundreds or thousands of them. But to me, those weren't cold because the prospect booked it on my calendar. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to make this look a lot better. But anyway. Okay, so let me go over to my notes here so I don't waste time. By the end of this challenge, you'll have where did you go? I don't know where my note went over here. Okay, here. A proven daily process to fill your pipeline. A repeatable prospecting and fulfillment process. And I would say create. I mean, what I should be doing is making this at least white so you guys can see this. You probably can't even see this. Repeatable prospecting and fulfillment process. This is kind of the same thing. Okay, confidence, you're going to get your client's results. Man, these are so small. Yeah, let's make this a proven daily action list. I'll tighten these up a little bit. Repeatable process, confidence that you can get your client results. Confidence that clients will pay you $2K plus, because this is just about what you're offering them. So we'll talk about that. I need to put more space between these lines, and I know I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Should be 1.25. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. Now, what did I say here? What to expect? What I want to do here is kind of like lay out how you feel before the challenge and how you're going to feel after the challenge. So I'm not going to build this out yet. Before the challenge, after the challenge. I want to kind of give you like a way to feel, like how you're going to feel. Like how do you feel now, and then what's the transformation going to be? Then I'm going to create my story in here so you guys can understand. New challenge additions. Anything new? Yes. Challenge additions. Let's just make this a bullet. Secret prospecting vault. The number one offer to catapult your close ratio. I don't like that wording, but I know what I'm talking about. And how to maintain confidence, because this is very important when speaking to a business owner. We'll add those to that thing. What's your transformation going to feel like? Let's see here. So we're going to add some stuff here too. We'll just say like, what did I write over here? I keep deleting this. I think here there's a good way to say command premium or high tech. I like premium prices. I said command and I wrote build a predictable income. I like that one. Build a long-lasting agency, right? And then I would say have confidence in your ability, because a lot of times confidence comes from competence, and if you're not competent and you don't know and you're flailing is a word, you don't have a process, you're not confident, and it just stops you from doing it. Okay, so here, this was just kind of like what, when, where. I like to do this and why, not where. Although I should probably put a where. 3-day get a client challenge. When? April 7th to the 9th, 2025. I'll put more stuff here. Why? You are sick of treating this like a side hustle. That's stupid. Why? I mean, why? Why does anybody do this? Because you want to make money. You want freedom. You want to give your family a better life. You want to stop working your 9 to 5. Stop working 12 hours a day. That's why. What's the best way to say that? Because competence equals confidence, and confidence creates action. Because a lot of you are just not taking enough action because you're not competent. All right, so we want to get you confident so then you can go out and do the things that you need to do. All right. So most people, they jump from one opportunity to another. They chase one agency model to the next shiniest agency model. The best way to give an example about this, and I'm going to find way better ways to say all this, but I want you guys to actually see me moving through this rather than thinking about it. But this is what it takes. This is what the kind of stuff that it takes. Like, people always say, like, yes, I've done tens of millions of dollars online, and they see the end result. And they think like things like this come easy. They don't come easy. Like, you're always thinking of the best way to say things. Everything changes. So You have to tap into the way people think and what their struggles are. And sometimes a lot of people's the struggles change, right? And so these struggles don't. So they jump from one opportunity to another. We already know that happens, okay? How many people here, if anybody's even watching, have started an e-com business? They tried affiliate marketing. They've done MLMs. They've done everything under the sun. Now they're in the agency phase, okay? And then they convince themselves that the agencies is they land a client or two, but everybody says no, and it must be saturated, which is humanly impossible to be. And then they're like, well, maybe it's because I'm trying to charge high ticket, and I should go the SaaS route. And then they realize, oh my God, when I go the SaaS route, like I got to land hundreds of clients to make any money. And then they go back to and then they're just like, screw this, I don't want to do it. It's easier to go work 9 to 5 and have a terrible paycheck. Most people, not everybody. And if that's what makes you happy, then you wouldn't be here, right? All right. So they chase one agency model for another. No, they change. They change from one agency model to another, i.e. high ticket to SaaS agency. It's an example of one. Okay. They don't charge enough. And they aren't a doctor to their clients. This is very important. You have to be a doctor to your clients. If you think that a business owner is going to hire you to run Facebook ads and then hire somebody else to run pay-per-click ads and then hire somebody else to do SEO and then hire somebody else for a CRM and then it doesn't work like that. They're going to find somebody who's going to do it all, and they're going to pay them $2,000 to $5,000 a month, and then you're going to wonder what the hell happened. You did such a good job on Facebook ads. No, it's just they want one bill. One small bill or one big bill. It don't matter. Kind of what did Trump say? Get that one big bill? Well, it's no different. Instead of separating services with different people, business owners want a one-stop shop, just like you as a consumer do. Imagine you had like I'm rehabbing an apartment building right now, okay? Apartment unit in my building, right? It hasn't been touched. I've owned the building 20 years. This unit has not. It's a big three bedrooms, 2 floors, 1,100 square feet apartment. The puppy's big. It's in a 6-unit building, and I have probably driven, excuse me, and of course I'm GCing it myself. And my friends always are like, I don't understand why you would do this, and I'm like, because I'm going to save $20,000. I mean, I've never lost the value of money, no matter how much money I've made, don't have. I don't lose the value of the dollar. I don't care. I get my hands dirty. But that being said, my point is, as I go off on tangents, is the reality is that during this renovation, if I had to go to Home Depot to buy plumbing supplies, and then I had to go to Lowe's to buy a bathtub, and then I had to go to the hardware store to buy lumber, and then I had to go to a door place to buy doors, and if I had to go to 50 different places, what a mess. So I only went to Lowe's. And then if Lowe's and Home Depot are right next to each other, and then if Lowe's didn't have it, I went to Home Depot. I never went anywhere else. That was it. They had everything I needed to do a full renovation. I converted it to 4 bedrooms from 3 bedrooms. I moved the kitchen from one side of the building all the way to the other, and I had all the plumbing done. I mean, it's almost done now, but and so consumers, business owners, service providers, one-stop shop. That's how you have to think of your agency. And you don't have to learn everything. You can take it, being the middleman, and then you can spread it out. You could charge $3,500 a month, and then you'll have it'll cost you $1,500 to do all the things that you want to do. Whether it be the white labelers or, you have a team of people, whatever it might be, or you partner with somebody who's good at all of the fulfillment. When I used to charge $5,000 a month for SEO before I knew anything, do you know what I used to use? Oh, God, what is the name of that company? The Hoth. Is it still around? was called. It was an SEO outsourcing agency. The Hoth, I think. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, this is all I did. I charged $5,000. I think I picked their $9.97 a month plan to do all the linking and stuff like that. Oh, and then I also did. There was another one for to rank their Google Business Profile. I can't remember what the hell that one was called. But yeah, here. This is what I used to use, the Hoth. There's a lot better ones now. But the point is that as an agency owner, you're the middleman. You do everything that they need to some extent. You're not going to, take on any little thing they ever ask, but the main services, okay? They aren't a doctor to their clients. Okay, then there's going to be a guarantee. So I'll put a guarantee here. And then general admission, $27. It'll cost you $27 for 3 days of learning. VIP, $97. You'll get lifetime access to the recordings, 30-minute. I'm going to jump on like an hour. Let's make this an hour before. And then I'm going to go through the special prospecting offer. It's not everybody could get this tool, so I'll be able to open up. This thing is awesome. You want to talk about prospecting and pulling leads for prospecting? You're going to want to see this. Okay, so that'll be the VIP, $27 for the 3 days. You'll get recordings for 4 days after, and then they'll go away. Okay, and then we'll have our case studies here. I have many, many, many more to put here. And then that's going to be it. I can make this as convoluted as possible. I can make it long, like the drawn out sales pages. But the reality is ultimately is the whole point of this sales page. I'll probably have a video here that'll talk about it, but is like jump on the challenge, pay $27, spend more than that on coffee in like a week. Learn a process, learn how to build this business the right way. Stop jumping from shiny agency object to shiny agency object. Get access to the tools that I use in my agency, my students use, and that's it. And that's what it's going to be. That's how I kind of will build this page. You'll see the finishing product. I'll probably get it up tomorrow by noon. So if anybody who is actually watching this, if anybody actually is, then I will. You'll be the first to get the link down below. Okay, it'll be in the description. It'll be in the description down below. And no, Jay, I don't cold call anymore. I used to do the leads in advance method where I would send a few leads first, then I would call them, which most consider as a cold call. But I did that very early on in my agency, and once I got enough clients, I just got referrals and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you guys a prospecting tool that it's gonna require. This thing is gonna allow you to, whether you want to pull businesses that it is fast. Like businesses that don't have a website, businesses that don't have a mobile-friendly website, businesses that have 4 stars and under or under 4 stars. Pull it, export it. You could put it in an auto dialer and have AI kind of pitch them, and then it'll let you or chat with them, DM them. It allows you to send postcards to all of the businesses. I mean, this thing is pretty slick. I can't wait to show this. I'm actually doing this. One of the reasons I'm doing this challenge is to actually spend time training on this thing to see if any of you guys would be interested. But again, I will probably release not the name. I will on my YouTube channel. The next video that I do, maybe tomorrow, I'll put it up. I'll show what it does. You won't know how to get it or where to get it. Maybe I'll do a wait list or something like that. And that's it. So, all right, guys. So again, I'm gonna end it with this. Been about 40 minutes. This page will be up live and ready to jump in on this challenge. We're putting it at $27 for general admission. You get recordings for 4 days after. It's not going to be on my YouTube. And then $97 will be 3 full days. Not full days. They're going to go a couple hours each day. And then and then you'll get those recordings for life. And then I'll probably add some more stuff to that 97. So I'm not done with this part yet. Or I'm barely done with the whole thing, but I am not done with this part here. I'll probably add some more stuff to this, but that's about it. All right, I'm going to finish with that. We'll see you guys on the next one. Check out my next video. I should be posting it tomorrow afternoon, okay? One thing I need to change on my header, even though one thing that I've learned in the last 6 months was that most of the time when I go post a video, most of the people that watch it don't know who the hell I am. And I always assumed that they did. I always just thought the people that watch it are my subscribers. But in actuality, unless you have notifications on, which most don't, most of the people who are actually watching are new people. And the worst thing about it is I start all my videos was like, oh, sorry I haven't posted in so long. It's been, I've been doing a renovation. And then people are probably like, click off. Who the hell is this guy? What do I care how long you posted? I am the worst at this. I'm the worst at hooks. I just don't think about it. I just jump on and go. But anyway, we'll see you guys later. Obviously, it's fared me pretty well. I have 40,000 subscribers almost. So there's something that I'm saying that people resonate with. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.